On a very hot summer day, the sun burned fiercely in the sky, spreading heat across the dry land. The earth below was cracked and broken. Trees stood weak without shade, and the air felt heavy and still. In this harsh weather, a lonely black crow flew slowly over the fields, searching for water. His throat was dry, his wings felt heavy, and every breath was difficult to take. For many hours, the crow had been flying from place to place, hoping to find even a single drop of water to survive. He passed over dry rivers where water once flowed freely and looked down at ponds that were now nothing but cracked mud. He visited old wells, empty fields, and quiet paths, but everywhere he went, there was only dryness and silence. The crow began to feel weak and tired. For a moment, fear touched his heart, and he wondered if he would survive the heat. As he flew lower near an old village path, something caught his sharp eyes. Near a broken wooden fence, he noticed a small clay pot resting on the ground. A feeling of hope returned, and the crow quickly flew down and stood beside it. He carefully leaned forward and looked inside the pot. At the bottom, there was water, but only a tiny amount. It was far too low for his beak to reach. The crow stepped back and lowered his head, feeling sad and disappointed. He had found water, yet he could not drink it. For a moment, he thought of flying away, but something inside him told him to stay. He looked around slowly and carefully, observing everything near him. That was when his eyes fell upon small stones scattered across the ground. In that moment, a clever idea formed in his mind, and hope returned once again. Instead of giving up, the crow picked up a small stone with his beak and dropped it into the clay pot. Plop! The sound echoed softly in the quiet air. Then he picked up another stone and dropped it inside. Slowly, stone by stone, the water level began to rise. The work was slow, and the heat was still strong. The crow felt tired, but he did not stop. He rested for a short moment and then continued again. Each stone brought the water a little higher. Time passed quietly as the crow worked with patience and determination. Finally, after many stones, the water reached the top of the pot. The crow looked inside and could hardly believe his eyes. With great relief, he bent down and drank the cool water. Every drop brought life back into his tired body. His thirst was finally gone and his strength returned. He stood proudly beside the pot, knowing that wisdom had saved him. As the sun slowly began to set, the sky turned golden and orange. The crow spread his wings and flew high into the evening sky. Below him, the land slowly cooled as night approached. The crow disappeared into the distance, carrying a powerful lesson for all who would hear his story. This journey showed that intelligence is stronger than force, and patience is greater than fear. Even in the hardest times, a calm mind can find a solution. The crow did not survive because of strength, but because he believed in his thinking and never gave up. His story reminds us that when problems seem impossible, wisdom and effort can turn the last drop of hope into success. Moral of the story is simple and clear. Never lose hope. With intelligence, patience, and determination, even the biggest challenges can be overcome, and success will always follow those who try.